Welcome to the Zone of Genius, the podcast where money talk meets real talk. I'm Dana Wilson, founder and CEO of CHIP, which stands for Changing How Individuals Prosper, the financial services marketplace connecting you to trusted financial professionals who get it. You'll hear from experts from our platform who break things down in a way that's honest, actionable, and easy to understand. Whether you're building wealth, healing financial trauma, or just figuring out your next move, this is your go-to spot for real conversations that move you forward. This is your zone to learn, grow, and take charge of your financial story, one empowering conversation at a time. If this episode hits home, subscribe, share it with your people, and of course, leave us a review. And when you're ready to build your financial team, head to chipprofessionals.com to find the right pro for you. We'll see you there.
Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, I don't have any time to talk about my wealth. I'm just trying to think about today. Or are you in a similar situation where things might be transitioning in your life and you're thinking you do not have any time to think about the future and wealth building? Well, today is your lucky day, because what we're going to do in the Zones of Genius is we're going to talk about how to rewrite your wealth story. It's a little bit different from writing out your money stories, because your money stories are thinking about how you can tap into your habits and patterns. This is thinking about, okay, what do I need to make sure that I have systems in place so that I'm building wealth? So let's dive into it. I'm so excited to talk to y'all about it. My name is Eugenie George. I work with CHIP. I write most of the content. I'm the editor of Cultural Coins. I'm so happy that y'all are here. This is our first Zones of Genius. So what you're going to notice is it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to see financial experts ranging from financial coaches to estate attorneys. All of those folks are going to teach you some of their special sauce. So you do not want to miss it, because one, it's really hard to sift through the noise when it comes to financial advice. But two, you're actually going to listen to someone who is certified around finances talking about how to help you with your finances. So you don't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll always be posting these Zones of Geniuses there. All right, let's dive into it. Story. All right, let's dive into it. Now, today, what we're going to do is we're going to reflect on money beliefs that are shaping our life around wealth. We're going to use some creative tools to uncover your wealth story. We're also going to explore some ancestral patterns and support systems. And we're going to identify your unique genius and how it's going to tie. Why is because at the end of the day, we don't have all the tools. So we are going to have to ask for help. But I, like you, are going through a similar thing, all right? I just had a child, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a new will. I need a will. Do I have a will? Did I print it out? So I'm in the same boat as y'all. And one of the tools that I'm using, which is very different than using money tools, is I'm actually reading The Artist's Way. Some of y'all have heard of it, maybe you haven't, but The Artist's Way is a way that you can get all of your crazy thoughts out and put them on paper so you can actually work and focus on things like your money. So this wealth idea actually came from a really random thing, but I think if we tie both of them together, you'll be able to do the exact same thing, and you'll be able to do this every day, every week. It's just about getting consistent, okay? So here's the big thing. What is a wealth story? In a nutshell, a wealth story is your personal narrative of how you're going to build wealth, okay? It is made up of your beliefs. It's made up of your emotions. And there are lots of messages that you have in your brain when it comes to wealth that you're going to have to dismantle, because if you look at your wealth story now, some of it might be good. Some of it you might not have even started. But if you're focusing on the now and planning for long term, then new experiences and new people. Now, here's the thing that you have to realize is when you're trying to build wealth, you have to schedule time out of your week to have a money date. Some of y'all know what a money date is. Some of you do it and you don't even realize what it is. So a money date is a weekly check-in with your money. All right. Some of us like to zhuzh it up. Some of us like to write candles. I'm a big fan of creating playlists for this money date because you know what? Sometimes it could be frustrating and sometimes it can be a little stressful when you're looking at your accounts, but it doesn't have to be if you're actually making time for it. So when you are trying to come up with your wealth story, it's really important to schedule that on your calendar, okay? Make sure that it's actually an enjoyable situation. Sometimes it could be 2 hours, sometimes it can be a short period of time, but you do need to start writing out and asking yourself, what do I need to feel safe and supported financially? Okay. One of our financial coaches with Chip, her name is Alina, and she has a company called The Organized Money. And let me tell you, The Organized Money has changed my life and it's changed a lot of other folks' life because it's a constant reminder is that in order for your finances to be the way you want them to be, you have to create this time and you have to organize things that sometimes can feel uncomfortable, but once you start getting to the habit of it, it just becomes a part of your routine. Okay? Some of y'all are doing it right now. Basically, a brain dump is a free flowing time for yourself where you're getting all your thoughts out. All right. So your money dates are for organizing. Sometimes you got to make sure that things look nice in your home. You're trying to figure out what's going on with your money. A brain dump is a little bit different. Okay. It is, let's just scrabble all of our stuff and let's just get all of our ideas out that we've been thinking about. All right. So let's dive into brain dumping. For some people, including myself, you might have an instance where you're like, I don't really want to write anything about groceries. I don't want to write about money. Listen, you have to start somewhere. You know, one of the things that gets in people's way is being a perfectionist, or avoiding something actually makes things worse. I am in that situation currently right now where I've avoided something so much and now I have to go back and it's not a good feeling. You've probably have felt that before. So what you have to do is you have to go and write out your brain dumping. All right. Now I know sometimes it might be a little bit overwhelming. You might not know what to write. So here are some journal prompts that can help you, okay? So 1, what did your parents or grandparents teach you about money or specifically about wealth, okay? Number 2, what struggles or gifts were passed, all right? You have some type of genius, okay? Maybe you love to save money, so you go and thrift store at the Goodwill and you can upsell that, all right? Maybe you're someone who actually loves to save money, all right? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I don't know, but you have some type of gift that's inside you. Everybody has some form of gift or something that they're super interested in, all right? What do you think? How'd you get that? Where did that come from? And write that out, okay? 2 or 3, what patterns are you ready to break or build on? specifically when it comes to your money, there are probably some good patterns, all right? Just as simple as, do I have a job? Yes or no? That is a pattern. All right. Here's another couple of brain journal prompts. 2, what are you naturally good at? What feels effortlessly? How could it generate income or impact? Money flows when you're aligned with your genius. What is my genius? Ask yourself those questions. So let's go over our scheduled time out, okay? 1, we're going to go into our calendar. We're going to schedule some money dates. We're going to try to make it the same time every week. I know that could be very unrealistic, but we want to take time each week to educate ourselves about building wealth, okay? The other thing is you have to ask for help. So also schedule times within your schedule to say, okay, what do I need support in? I know that so-and-so, Jessica, she is good at IRAs, okay? Or I don't have anybody that knows about investment. Let me bring my behind to the public library. Somebody got to know. There's got to be some person that knows. Is there an accountant? There are so many free resources that you can receive right now that will help you. Also, who can help you? Okay, this is CHIP, all right, changing how individuals prosper. So that means you, all right? So what that means is we have over thousands of people that you can choose from to help you with your money. One thing that CHIP does is we make sure that they're certified, even if they're financial coaches. So many jabronis and busters all act like they know about money and they'll teach you how to be rich, but a lot of them don't have anything that's backing them up, okay? You don't go to a doctor and if they didn't have a credential, you wouldn't be like, okay, cut me up. So that's exactly what it has to do with finding a money pro, okay? Even when it comes to financial coaches, there are certified financial coaches, all right? What if you're like, okay, I'm ready to talk about my finances. I have some money that I'd like to allocate and I'd like to get help with my investments. Well, you can go to a financial advisor or a certified financial professional. Depending on the price, the change, that is something that you'd have to adjust. But you can ask for help originally, and most have free consultations, all right? The CPA, the same thing. That's somebody that helps you with your taxes and business taxes, all right? A bookkeeper, okay? You might just need to start from scratch, right? You might just need to look at your numbers regularly. A therapist, how it was when you were a child and who influenced you with that, all right? I remember people used to say money doesn't fall on trees, but guess what, boo-boo? We make money from trees. So that's not even real, okay? The point being is you can find a financial pro, and fortunately, you're with CHIP, so you can find people, okay? You can also, remember we started from the other time, you can also just ask your friends for help. You can start small, all right? Now, here's the biggest takeaways, all right? Your wealth story is yours to rewrite. It's no one else's. I'm going to start writing and doing posts on our Instagram live because I have to also do it too, okay? I got to rethink these things, all right? And it's a good excuse to get online, all right? So, 2, what are some creative tools? Well, you could do a money date. You could do a brain date. Schedule that time on your calendar so that you can come up with clarity. The more you get used to it, the better you'll feel, okay? 3, you can actually look at your ancestral patterns.
Thanks for tuning in to the Zone of Genius, where we make money make sense. If you felt seen, heard, or inspired today, don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode, leave a review, and tag us in the moments that moved you. And when you're ready to stop doing it all alone and start building your financial team, visit chipprofessionals.com and we'll connect you with trusted experts who will help move you forward with strategy, support, and confidence. Until next time, stay in your genius.